What I didn't expect is this interview they did with a podcaster where essentially they blamed what happened because they hired a white attorney. Take a listen.
Is there anything that you both wish you could have done differently?
I wish I would have just been rebellious. I was told, don't talk to this person. Don't talk to this person. I feel like it was just a setup. Now, so they told us, go get white attorneys. Every black person I went to a white attorney. No white attorney, they set them up, pushed them. Hey, here you go. I mean, no objections. It was.
And this goes back to why I said already, where was the NAACP?
I'm back. So I found this clip a little bit earlier, and I found it very interesting because at the time the Anthonys would have hired the attorney, they had no way of knowing it would be an all Caucasian jury. So, like the original presenter said, you didn't expect them to blame the white attorney. What he didn't point out was that not only are they wanting to find a place to lay blame, they're also blaming black folks for having suggested that they get a white attorney. Now, historically, that is sort of the tactic, right? If you're a smaller guy, you want a bigger guy to make you look meek. A lot of times men will get women for certain cases. Women will get men for certain cases. There is some bias when it comes to what the jury will find suitable enough to, I guess, look outside of the evidence, right? But at some point, you have to be comfortable, even if you have to force yourself to be comfortable with finding the place of accountability, right? You two, the mother and the father, you two have raised a young man that made a bad decision, a very bad decision, right? And I think that you have the power of choice to decide what you look at and what you don't look at, right? Which will either not fuel or continue to fuel these things that are being projected to the masses, right? So it's not the white lawyer's fault. It's not the black folks that you asked for an opinion who suggested that you get a white lawyer. It's not their fault. I think it's about time to really look at the fact that it's Carmelo's fault for making a bad decision, that now everyone that's involved in this scenario is subjected to having an emotion, right? It's okay to say Carmelo created this situation, right? So put the blame where the blame is due. How about that? That's, but there again, I also can empathize with the Carmelos and say that, listen, I know in certain situations in life, we just want to blame everybody. I get it. I can empathize with the way and the reason they feel that way. But ultimately, even if this appeal, or in the event, in my opinion, in the event that the appeal doesn't work out, guess what? You have to be able to say, my son created this mess. It isn't Austin and his brother or whomever the two gentlemen were that were coming over to, it's not their fault. Carmelo went above and beyond the use of force in Texas that would justify a stand your ground or a self-defense, okay? So when the appeal doesn't work out, we can't make it because it's white judges or black prosecutors or black judges and white prosecutors. It doesn't matter. The boy made a mistake, and it's okay. I know it's going to take some time, but at some point you got to be able to say, Carmelo created a situation that's impossible for the rest of us, meaning you, on the outside. and that at some point you're going to have to probably just turn off the social media, right? That's a hard one to do, but it isn't the white lawyer's fault, and it's certainly not your African American fellows who suggested that you get a white attorney. It's not their fault either, right? It's probably less their fault than it would be the white lawyer. It's a whole mess, right? So where was Al Sharpton? Well, I guess Al Sharpton was Al Sharptoning. Anyways, this is probably the last video I'm going to make about this, because as I'm watching this stuff unfold sort of like in real time, because I didn't get involved in looking at any of this stuff. I was like, I knew what it was going to be. And it turned out to be that. Not that I had my mind made up, because that's what Carmelo's mom keeps saying, that these people, they had their mind made up. You can't know that. And for you to say that they, whomever they is, had their mind up is suggestive that you have had your mind made up as well, right? So, that being said, remember, the absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence. Have a great night.